Straitjacket Fits were a Dunedin band signed to record label Flying Nun. The band had two songwriters, two different approaches. They were the indie Lennon and McCartney.
Lennon and McCartney, well, I suppose you're saying, like Shayne's John Lennon and Andrew's McCartney. Well, it's more like Lennon Harrison, really, isn't it? I mean, Andrew didn't write that many songs.
On their debut album, Hail, BROUGH wrote 2 of the songs and Carter 7. She Speeds being a typical Carter number.
The Shayne approach was we just all got into the practice room and jammed on a riff. The song kind of formed out of that.
This is pretty much straight ahead rock. Andrew's stuff was a lot more sort of 60s melodic orientated.
Yeah, I think that contrast worked really well, actually, sour and sweet.
It's like everyone around the band could see what was good about the two singer-songwriters, except the only ones that couldn't were the people in the band.
In 1990, they signed a 6-album deal with American record label Arista, who had big plans for them.
They could be like R.E.M. and U2 and bands, and Erasure and Depeche Mode. I mean, bands that built huge live followings before they sold records.
But during a gig in Toronto, the tension between songwriters came to a head when Andrew Brough stopped singing backup vocals and wouldn't play his guitar parts.
And Shayne gets really shitty. I see him getting angrier and angrier, and so he throws his guitar and storms off the stage, and we sort of stand there like twats for a couple of minutes going, oh, Shayne's buggered off, I suppose we can't stay here. So we go off, Shayne goes and grabs Andrew and they have a bit of not a fisty cuffs, it was...
No, they couldn't. They weren't capable of true fighting, probably.
So I just grabbed Shayne by his belt and pulled him away from each other.
Soon after, Brough was out of the band.
I didn't want Andrew to leave because I recognised that that's why the band works, is because of the tension, and, that's why tons of bands work. That's why the Sex Pistols work. That's why all the great bands I've ever liked in a way work. Like The Who, that's why The Who work. You got to have the tension. The tension worked for a while there, but it just doesn't in the end.